Welcome to round 3 of the 2023 MotoGP campaign. This supporting class, the Moto3 World Championship. A fantastic opening 2 races as well, but could today's America's Grand Prix provide just as much entertainment? Let's see and sync up at the start of the formation lap. It's round 3 of the 2023 Moto3 Championship. Juan Masia on pole position, Musazaki is second, Ivan Ortola is third. Second row sees Monrella, Hologado and Nepa. Then Yakanama, Bertelli and Ortega. Suzuki on row 4 with Ruda and Salvador as well. Row 5 of the grid. That then takes us down with Fanati, Onchu and Toba. Munoz, Rossi and Asman have row 6. Row 7 of the grid then falling further back into contention in 17th, 18th, well actually 19th, 20th and 21st. We'll have Faurizio, Faroli as well and Viaja. Then we get on row 8 Alonso, Ogden, Minio. Then on row 9 we get RG, Carasso, Whiteley. The 10th row of the grid, David Almanza. The parade lap begins then here for the Grand Prix of the Americas for Moto3. The championship standings at the moment, as we know, coming into this one. We take a look now on your screens. It's Daniel Hologado leading on 38 points. Diego Monrella, he's 2 behind on 36. Suzuki is on 27. Munoz on 20. Nepa 19. Minio 16, the same as Ortega's, 14 for Toba, 13 for Ruda, Masia on 11, the same as Ogden, Sasaki on 10, Salvador 9, 7 for Yakanama and Kelso. Onchu has 6, Asman 5, Bertelli on 4, the same as Vija. Then we get Fanati on 3, 2 for Alonso, 1 for Rossi and Whiteley. No points for Ortola, Almanza, Faurizio, Argi, Fradielio and Casero down in the back as well. Right, let's get the thoughts of the BT Sport commentary team, Gavin Emmett and Neil Hodson.
Where we'll find out during the race again. If it's a tailwind, what you'll find is you'll find people hitting the limits when you're coming down here. If it's a headwind, the slipstream really becomes so crucial. We'll see riders pulling to the left-hand side here, won't we, down this straight?
Yeah, left-hand side is somewhat smoother. It is the racing line. As you leave turn 11, it sort of fires you over to that side of the racetrack. But yeah, trying to figure things out in these early laps. If it is a good headwind, then the slipstream works in such a way that it keeps the grip together. With a tailwind, it may allow the grips to open up a little bit more. You do sometimes see that here in the circuit of the Americas, where you can't have 2 separate groups. The ability for the rider can make a difference to stretch the field.
Through this tight and Nadgery section, I think is what Neil would call it, through here. A little bit testing. Oh, someone's gone down. It's Josh Watley. Josh Watley.
Oh no, Whiteley's gone down. Joshua Whiteley's gone down at the back of the field. We just saw it as well on the parade lap. And can he get back up? I hope he's not out. He starts this race down. Where does Whiteley actually start this race? Down 27th position. Well, drama if he has crashed. He was crashed on the warm-up lap now. He's got it restarted. Does he have to start from the pit lane though? That's the rule. Everyone's past him. The field's coming into the last corner. It'll take time to form up. Whiteley's crashed out on warm-up lap is the message that just come up from the screen. Weird to see it on the monitor. You can just about see him down in 27th. He'll have to start 28th though. Can Whiteley get back to the pit lane and back to the grid in time? So, stand by for action in America. Hologado leads by just 2 points to Monrella. Hologado starts 5th. Monrella starts 4th. Suzuki, he starts 10th in the standings. So much to play for. Whiteley's come into the pit lane, rightly so, as to not affect the start procedure. Yep, Whiteley's going right to the end of the pit lane. Everyone is watching along the pit wall. I've never seen it so busy. The green flag is in the back. The red flag is rescinded. It's eyes to the lights with 5 on. pull the throttle back for Moto3. It's a good start as well from Masia. He's going to jump up to the lead of the race, down towards turn number 1. Monrello and Hologado are going to come through. Monrello into turn 1 round the outside. Monrello leads. Ortola goes into second position. Sasaki, Nepa, Hologado. Is everyone going to make it out of turn 1? Yes, they are. Oh, nearly a high side. My goodness me. That's Sasaki, who nearly crashed out big style. Just about keeps it in. Unbelievable reactions as well. And Sasaki's got up in the order. So who was that? It was Ortola, who the bike snapped on him. Nearly sent him sky high. And he managed to save it. Fantastic. Sasaki still in second. Salvador tonight. Bertolini to 10th position. Monrella leads. Now we've got a 4-way scrap fighting up. Maybe as well Daniel Hologado has dropped down to 5th position. Can't get it on the mix of this. Out of turn 8. Into 9, then turn 10 and 11, the last 2 before the straightaway. Here we go on the inside line. Round the outside, Stefano Nepa is in 3rd position, trying to get ahead of Sasaki, who is in 2nd. And Sasaki's got a run on Monrella, who currently has lead the title down towards turn 1. Moto3 always has a bit of a habit of having nasty accidents down this back straight. Remember 2021 with Dennis Onchu and Monrella up the inside into turn 12. Masia with him too, but Sasaki takes the lead. So Sasaki leads, Monrella, Nepa, Masia, Hologado top 5. And amazingly, Ortola's dropped down to 21st, but has continued on. And we've got Whiteley, who's retired. He did not start the race, so Joshua Whiteley has not taken the start. And Michael Laverty, who's alongside the BT Sport commentary box, who runs the Vision Track Racing team, is going to be absolutely livid with that. Now we've just got the information that the race has actually started from race control, as the leaders are changing again. Up the inside, taking the lead, comes Diego Monrella, and now Sasaki's going to get the comeback, coming through 19 as well. Masia's going to dive through on the inside line, then to take 2nd position. So Sasaki will lead the opening lap of the Moto3 race here, with Monrella 2nd. Now they switch over. So Sasaki, Masia, Monrella, Nepa, Hologado the top 5. Hologado has barely moved in this opening lap as well. He started P5, and he still is P5 after this crazy opening lap. Masia holds on to 2nd position. Stefano Nepa trying to go right round the outside as well. I thought I saw this when the lights was going out. Fanati was rolling before the lights went out. So Roman Fanati has got a penalty for a jump start. So he jumped the start. That'll be a long lap. Ortola back up into 16th place. Already passed Kaito Toba. The 2 very difficult names to pronounce in the series are running together as they come through. Yeah, Fanati with a false start procedure as they continue to close down. We're watching as Onchi passes Ruda for 11th and 12th position. And now at the front, Sasaki's going to be feeling like he's got lead in his boots going down this straightaway. 0.7 of a mile towards turn 12 we go. And this is really where we start to see the acceleration start. Sasaki's got the run, but here comes Masia with the slipstream on these Moto3 bikes. Don't forget the wind as well, gusting in. 10-kilometre-hour wind speed, blowing in south-east as well. It's a headwind down the track as well, so it keeps everyone together. It slows Sasaki massively at the once as well. So Artegas, Javier Artegas is up as well. Fanati has been given a double long lap penalty. He's taken one of those now. He'll take the 2nd shortly, so that's who's falling down. Do not be under any alarmment. Roman Fanati with a jump start and a double long lap penalty. He'll have to do that as well on the next run around. 13 laps to go then. Sasaki leading the way, and he's trying, and there's under pressure from Masia, who's trying to go right around the outside, coming through 16, 17 and 18. The triple right-hander as well. It's not going to work. Into the 2 lefts. Masia unseating almost as well, losing some traction into 19. That's going to give blood to the water for Monrella, Nepa and Hologado. Hologado up into 4th position, passing Stefano Nepa. Sasaki 217, 230. Now Artegas 217. 162, now Munoz, now Ortola. Ortola 216, 507. He's got the fastest lap of the race so far. Back up towards turn number 1 we go. Sasaki leading the way from Masia. And then we get Monrella as well. Hologado's now comfortable where he is. just husing it through, and everyone just about keeping in their positions as well. Masia pushing through. Can he find anything? And the top five running incredibly close together. Nepa is just literally trying to leapfrog Colorado. Munoz has passed Ortola and Ruda. Ruda's dropped down into 14th position as Sasaki has a bad exit coming out of turn 9 and into turn 10. And now Macia's right in the back of him. Will he go for a lunge? It's turn 11. He's thinking about it. He's going to go up the inside line. Camera cuts away from that angle because there's also a move going on for 4th position as Artegas slips up the inside of Stefano Nepa for 5th. And now Macia is right in the back of Sasaki down the straightaway once again towards turn number 12. Taking it towards the line. This is near where Alonso crashed back in 2022 in the Formula 1 America's Grand Prix. Up the inside, hang on a minute, Alonso's down into 13th position, Munoz to 12th, Salak in 9th, on board with Monrella as he pushes back as well. Can he find the pace? And I think he can at the moment as well. I'm not getting anything from that water bottle as well, so my voice is getting a bit dry to begin with as they skip back through into the braking zone then. At turn number 13 and 14, now to 15 as well. Fenati has completed his double long lap penalty. Go no longer under the constrictions of the regulations to complete that, which is going to be good news for everybody out there in the sport as we continue on. 12 laps to go then, and about to start 11 laps to go. Let's have a word with BT Sport quickly.
Now we'll find across the line where he's got to, but I think his shot at victory has gone in this race, unless something really drastic happens at the front. Up the hill towards turn 1. It's just settled for the moment, hasn't it? They're keeping their powder dry here.
Yeah. It has just settled. No one's going for a quick lunge. No one's thinking about changing positions. They're all just happy where they are. Munoz to 11th. Ortegas, brilliant comeback after having a nearly, well, it did actually have a high side. He's now he's half a second faster than Sasaki at the front. And now, I'm unbelievable here. Ivan Ortola, who nearly crashed out on lap 1, turn 2, is now up into 9th position. He's now to 9th. Unbelievable for Ivan Ortola. Passing as well, Salak. And now we're also seeing some battles further back because he wants to go up as Suzuki passes Nepa. And now Ortola's right in the back of Yakanama, and there's a rider jumping over the track, and I think that was Yakanama. It was Yakanama taking evasive action coming next to turn 10. And Ortola's not out of this, you know. He's pushing harder. And I wonder if he's going to be back into contention at the front. 11 laps to go. Down the straightaway once again. No one going for an overtake into the braking zone. Ruda is going to be the exception and gets through. Ruda passes Bertelli up into 14th position. Oh, and wide. Who was that? That's Ruda going wide. So Ruda now down to 15th place. Taking an extensive, and it's Vija 2. Vija 2's gone a bit wide, so he's lost out at the front. So, half a second separates Artegas and Suzuki at the moment, but Sasaki, Masia, Monrella, the top 3, Hologado, Artegas coming into the position as well.
Moto over from China this weekend. They're making big waves over here in the States. Really successful, and actually got rave reviews for a couple of their latest products. So it's a big race for them actually. And if Artigas now they're in 5th place, if he can produce something, that would be important for them. Part of the KTM family, but they make a few of their own bikes. As Sasaki on that last lap just upped his pace by 0.6 of a second. I think he'd been sitting tight, and this is an attempt to try and break the pack.
Ortola on the inside, and Ortola passes Yakanama. Nearly has a go at his teammate Stefano Nepa. Coming into turn number 1 as well. He's giving it his all. He doesn't want to lose out on any positions here. So Ortola has passed Stefano Nepa up to 7th position. Sasaki 2:16.456 as the fastest of this race at the moment, as Suzuki has crashed. Yellow flag is out. Sectors 1 and 2. Suzuki has crashed. out of the America's Grand Prix. That's a big one. It's destroyed the front of the bike. Airbag's gone off too. That's at turn 5. Ryder's okay. He's up and walking around, but the front bike, the wheel's been bent backwards. So this is going to be a high side for Suzuki. He's going to come into the picture shortly. Presumably flying out already. Oh, he has a high side mid-turn 5 and the bike bounces up and down on itself. But that's a horrible accident. And I'm brilliantly delighted to say that Suzuki was up, the airbag went off and he was walking away because he landed right on the back of his neck as well. That could have been massively, massively worse. But look at the airbag went off and he looks to be okay. He will go to the medical centre though for a checkup. Yellow flag's out then in sectors 1 and 2. It's down at turn 5 and 6, which is right at the cut-off point as to where it is. Yakanama has passed. Yakanama has passed Stefano Nepper. If I can get my words out, is the situations I want to find right now. So they have made the positions and they have made the changes. 10 laps to go then. Sasaki, Masia, Monrella, Hologado, Ortegas. Then we've got an 0.8 of a second gap towards Ortola, who's rejoined the party. It's only taken him 5 laps and he's already back at the front after nearly high-siding. Yellow flags are in. The race continues on. Uninterrupted here at the America's Grand Prix for Moto3. Can't have a red flag. There's too much on the television project today. As Ogden's up to 18th position, passing Asman. Aji's passed Florido as well as Munoz passing Salvador. Into turn 1 we go. And Sasaki is now just on the last lap. Ortola was 4 tenths ahead of him still. Ortola is bringing himself back into this fight, and I wouldn't rule him out for a race win. 9 to go in Moto3 terms as well, especially in a track that can tow. Literally, it is anybody's grasp as to what could happen next. It is literally that. Scott Ogden has passed me, and has Asman dropped it? No, Asman's been passed by Ogden and IG as well. So Ogden now drops down. Asman drops down into 20th position as things currently stand. Lap 6 of 14. We are approaching half distance in the Moto3 race as they come out of turn number 1, out of turn 10 and down the back straightaway towards T11 and 12. Right. Anyone going to go for a slipstream? Anybody fancies that opportunity? Hang on. Asman's dropping a number of positions. Asman has crashed. Yellow flag is out in sector 2. Asman has crashed. It says rider okay on our timing screens. Whether I choose to believe that or not is the case for the stewards. But crash at turn 11 and he is up walking away, and that must have been a little bit of a drop under acceleration. So let's take a look at it again on the replay. Coming out of the course. Oh, yeah, it just unseats him. Nearly gets hit by his teammate, actually, as well. He's right in the middle of the circuit, so the riders did well not to hit Asman there, but sort of a mini high side where it sort of threw him off to the side, not over the top of the handlebars, just off the side with a little bit of a launch as well. So yellow flag has been retrieved as it comes in. 9 to go here. And Sasaki closing in on Masia as well. Top 5 closing in. Let's have a word with BT.
You can't see it. So many changes of elevation, and that is such a downhill corner.
Yeah, it just drops away. There is a lot of elevation, so here climbing uphill to turn 1, dropping downhill into turn 2, raise back up again at the section turn 9 and 10. So yeah, they've done well with the banking around here. It does add an extra bit of character to the racetrack.
Racing continues. Hang on, Bertolelli. We've got another one with a yellow flag. Sector 1, Bertolelli has crashed out. Ryder is okay. Bertelli at turn 1 at the top of the hill. Matteo, he's crashed out. Might be able to get that restarted. It's a downhill run to T2, so might jump start the bike, but he has crashed at the top of the hill. So, 8 to go then, lap 7 of 14. At the end of this lap, we would have completed half distance of the race, and it's been a very interesting first half as well. Whiteley didn't start, Suzuki's crashed, Asman's crashed, Bertolelli has crashed, but he might have restarted. I think he has restarted. Yeah, Bertolelli has rejoined the race, so he's managed to restart his bike on the Honda, on the Rav Cole Snipers team as well to come through. Yellow flag is out again, sector 1. What now? Let's take a look at the race start then, and this was the almost high side from Moto3. Just gets on the curb, the bike snaps on him with instant grip, and somehow, some sort of superhuman reaction kept Moto3 on the bike. Unbelievable. As Ogden has passed RG, Suzuki has been taken to the medical centre for checkup. Well, that was coming. That was obvious. It was a high-side accident. As Ruda has dropped down to 13th position, Alonso and Onchu have gone through. Yellow flag finally has been brought in. And now Ruda's crashed. Ruda, I believe, has crashed because he's dropped down out of the position. So the yellow flag, I believe, has gone back out as Josef Antonio Ruda has gone off the track. Has he continued? No, he hasn't. So Ruda's crashed somewhere on the track, and they haven't got it on the board as Moto3 has passed Javier Artigas. Ruda's been brought back in, so it was a timing error on the screen. So yellow flag has been brought back in. The race control throwing yellows, bringing yellows in as well. Timing's failing, but Moto3's back in the fight now. He's got ahead of Javier Artigas as well, and he's got the fastest lap. Ruda's actually passed Salvador, so Ruda's into P10 at the moment as well. So the race is changing now as we're past half distance. 7 completed, 7 to go here in the Americas Grand Prix for Moto3 at the Circuit of the Americas, COTA as well. The only track on the calendar that is absolutely identical to both Formula 1 and MotoGP, so a direct comparison between the two can be assured at this circuit. Silverstone has got a different Cops Corner as well, and coming into Chapel, we don't race on the same track. Coming into as well at the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya, although I think we might do now coming into this year, so that might be 2 circuits on the calendar. Everything else we just race differently, but we've got a 6-way fight for the lead here between Sasaki, then Masia, Monrella, Hologado, Moto3 and Artigas coming in as Ruda's up to 9th, passing Nepa again as Salvador's dropped down again, so they're all changing over. Rossi's passed Viaggio as well for 15th position. That's the last points paying position as well. Coming into the braking zone as Sasaki, he's been leading comfortably at the front and has not had a chance to change over yet. So he has constantly been at the front. He's not having anybody challenging, and Masia, Monrella, Hologado, Artigas as well, and Moto3 just all staying in with each other. They don't want to push until the last second because they know how crucial it is at this track. At the moment, Monrella will lead the title on 52 points. Hologado will be on 51. There'll be 1 point difference between them. Sasaki will be 17 points back. Masia, 21 points back. So the championship will change coming into these orders of results. They've really got to figure out what to do here, figure out how they want to run this race, figure out exactly where they need to pickpocket the best of the cars and the best of the bikes as well as they come through. 2.9 seconds I've got to Artigas and Nakayama. 6 to go. We're into BT.
See, I think I can beat him every single weekend.
Got 4 teams chasing down the more experienced 22-year-old Benjamin Masia.
Moto3 up the inside, taking 4th position away from Daniel Hologado as well. So they have changed up the board once again. 6 laps to go then. Can Artigas do anything about it? Can he get back into the fight? Not sure. Sasaki just holding at the front as well, and this is the Moto3 racing we don't like to see. It's pack racing, but it's not exciting pack racing. It's follow me leader pack racing. Is Masia going to change that? Because he is right on the back. I'm waiting for the track noise, there we go. Masia is right on the back of Sasaki, and he is hunting. And when I say hunting, I don't mean hunting as in he's just going round thinking about it. He's actually preparing to take the shot on Sasaki. Coming into turn 11, can't get the cut back, but now he's got a lovely 1.2 kilometre straight away to get the run. 0.746 miles between turn 11 and turn 12. Fastest straight on the track where you can really open up everything. Is he going to make the move on the inside line? No, he's not. Monrella defending from Ortega as well. And the top 6 have brought a gap of 3.983 seconds. It is now 4 seconds between them. They have pulled 4 seconds. As Foligno is up to 19th, passing Mino and Fanati. Well, Aidan Altola, best career finish of 6th, achieved back at achieved back at Aragon in 2022 as well. He's currently on for 4th place, so Aidan Altola is currently on for a best ever result in Moto3. Let's take a look at turn 1 then here at Kota. Heavy braking zone. Data is, of course, powered by Bremco, and this was the front tyre working better for Altola to get ahead of Daniel Holgado.
You actually scrub off a lot more speed into turn 12, but turn 1, because you've got the rise, the gradient, you brake into it, you can actually press a lot more braking force, and that's why you see the rear wheel kicking off the ground quite often.
Yeah, there's also a bump that's but here he comes, Altola.
Yeah, Altola going up the inside and taking 3rd position. So Altola, turn 1, it's his favourite opportunity. He now gets ahead and back onto the podium. Well, you wonder what's going to happen next here in Moto3. You really do. Masia, compared to the top 3, he was the fastest lap. 2:16.706, but they're all doing 2:16.7s. They are all running the same time. They are all running together. And it's Altola, who had a high side and dropped down to 21st position, who is trying to come back. He's got 5 to go. He is not out of this race. Altola might just take the win here away from Masia and Tazaki. I honestly think we're seeing a masterclass performance from the young rider on the 48 bike. Just taking a look at the stats here for Altola. He is 18 years old, from Spain, 22 starts in Moto3, no wins, no poles. As I said, best finish is 6th, best grid is 3rd, and he's never had a pole, never had a podium, never had a fastest lap or anything like that, and he is on course right now to take a podium, his best ever result, to equal his best ever grid slot, but can he get the race win? He's caught back up now to Masia and Sasaki. So, 4 laps will decide this race, it seems. They're all running together. They've now got... What's the gap between... Ruda up to 7th. Is that true? No, Yakanama's 7th on the board, unless our timing screens are frozen with 5 to go. No, they haven't. So, Ruda's not in 8th. Salvador's 8th, unless the timing screens haven't got right. Yakanama's 7th. Salvador 8th. Ruda 9th. And yeah, Salvador now passes Ruda. I was wondering why the timing screen was looking so wrong. Sasaki leading the way. The gap between now the top 6 and Yakanama is 4.860. So they are nearly 5 seconds ahead. This is a 6-way fight with 4 laps to go. Now, will Altola make a move on Masia up towards turn number 1? That's what we all want to know. He's closing in on him as well. Masia, can he defend the Spaniard as well? He's up the inside. Comes Altola. Masia shuts the door on him. And they all go in a perfect line, synchronised. Munoz up to 11th, passing Onchu. And Almanza has dropped back. Almanza has dropped down to 23rd position. That's come out of nowhere. Out of nowhere came an attack from Altola at Masia through turns 3, 4 and 5 in the first half of the Mickey Mouse section. Now Masia's closing up with Sasaki as well. Here we go. This is what we were waiting for. The top 6 pulled out a gap now of 5.3 seconds to Yakanama in 7th. They have broken away at the front. It is their game that we are playing, as Alonso and Munoz and Onchi battling out over 9th, 10th and 11th place just in the background there. It's their game we're playing, it's theirs we're watching, as Alonso up to 9th, Ruda down to 10th, Onchi 11th, Munoz in 12th, as Sasaki takes a little bit wide, coming into turn 11, that's going to compromise him down the straightaway. Masia senses blood, begins in the slipstream battle, can he get in a run? Down now, halfway through the straight as well. He's going to have to decide, does he want to go on an inside or an outside manoeuvre as well? Sasaki staying to the extreme right-hand side of the track as much as he can, pulls to the left for the braking zone. Masia sends it up the inside and brilliantly takes the lead of the Americas Grand Prix. He shaped that up perfectly. That was Sasaki making a mistake on turn 11 and being punished down the straightaway into turn 12. Masia leads with 4 to go, and now Sasaki's going to come back in though, coming through turn 12 and 13. He's going to go right round the outside. Masia's got the the inside line though, coming into turn 15, and now he takes the lead back. Sasaki has to settle for second position. Ortola is coming into play for this one as well, and here comes Artegas on Monrella and Hologado as well.
Really sat on the rear wheel all the way to the braking, pulled out. He done most of the pass on the braking, but yeah, looks like he's feeling it here today.
Lot of action, lot of anticipation coming to who can see next and who can go next as well, and exactly where it's going to be. Hang on, we've got someone falling, and it's Forizzo who's dropped to the back. Masia leads with 3 laps to go here in the Moto3 America's Grand Prix. Munoz to 10th. Ruda has dropped down now to 12th position, and now it's all changed. Just round the outside, Monrella trying to get a run, and has got a run round the outside. Ortola coming out of turn 1, doesn't come into anything downhill into turn 2, and now Masia is going to have to defend from Sasaki down the straight. That's what we were waiting to see. If there was anything between the two, that was going to switch it, which was going to change it, and it's happened now. Masia's taken control, on course for his 7th win in Moto3. And now goes Artegas. Nope, he can't get ahead of Monrella. 6.6 seconds. They're continuing to pull away from Yakanama as well as he comes through. A little bit of a twitch there from Sasaki, so that's going to upset him, but he's still looking on the inside at turn 11. Here comes Monrella on the inside of Ortoga. Don't think he knows he's there. Ortola shuts the door, and that's going to compromise Monrella to Artegas now coming out of turn 11. Down the long straightaway, the 6 riders are split into 2 groups of 3 as we head down. Top 3 battling together, 4, 5 and 6 battling together now in towards turn 12. Sasaki looks to the inside line of Masia. He makes his presence known early and takes the lead of the race before the braking zone. Fabulous move from Sasaki to pull a Masia on him as well. Anything you can do, I can do better. He gets the bike up with a little bit of a wheelie though. It's going to leave him compromised on speed. Masia's going to try and get this guy back and down. Out goes Masia. And Sasaki's crashed out. Sasaki's crashed out, and Masia almost went with him. Sasaki takes a high side. Masia was going to run into him. He just about avoids it, and now Ortola takes the lead. It was a high side coming out of turn 13, and Sasaki is down. And my words were running away with me. Masia was on the course to running straight into him. It happened right in the front of him. Somehow, Mia survives and drops back to 5th. But now the lead has changed again. Sasaki's rejoined the race, but Ortola leads the race. Brilliant, brilliant. Monrella second.
He's dropped back. See him in the same shot here from the helicopter. There he is. Has he got a chance? But it's Ortola now leading from Diogo Moreira. Both of those riders have yet to win a Grand Prix.
And look at Artegas. Artegas on the inside now of Monrella towards turn number 1 and takes second position. Ortola, who had a high side moment at turn 2 on the opening lap, now leads with 2 to go. 6 miles. That's all he's going to do. 6 miles. And he's going to take it. His first ever win is on the cards, and it will be an amazing comeback victory if he can do it. Artegas to second. Sasaki's in the pit lane. So Sasaki is out of the Moto3 race here. It's now a 4-way fight. Masia is 6/10 back from this battle. He might get himself back in it again, but it's not over yet. Sasaki crashes out, almost hit Masia. Masia, I thought, was going to go right over the top of the bike, so I said Masia was out. My brain was catching up with the words. Sasaki goes down. Masia gets out of the way, and the bike back in for Sasaki's out of the race as there goes Monrella, taking second position away from Javier Artegas and separating the gap to give Ortola a bit of breathing space down the back straightaway. Masia has now rejoined this fight. It is a 5-way scrap for victory here at the America's Grand Prix. Let the bikes sing into the braking zone. Artegas up the inside line, trying to take Monrella, and he's going to try and take Ortola too. No, Masia gets ahead of Hologado. Hologado has a very poor exit out of turn 12 as well. Artegas to second, Monrella third. Masia, just a lap later, has rejoined the party to take the win here. He's in 4th position. He might go for 3rd if he can get round the outside of Monrella. He was taking a look for it. He doesn't want to take it and doesn't take it. Decides to back out of it. One more lap coming up, and can we see a lead change as Ruda, I don't know if it's a timing error again for him, but he's dropped down to 17th position. We'll see if it changes on the monitor. Masia has to clear Monrella before turn 1. if he's got a shot at getting this last couple of laps. He's trying it now. Yep, Masia knows it. He has to get third before the start line to have a run into turn one. And yet, Masia gets ahead of Monrella by forcing him out the way. It's the final lap. 3.426 miles to go here for the Americas Grand Prix. Javier Artigas is right in the back of race leader Ortola. Artigas up the inside is turn one. Ortola takes it in deep. He now loses the lead of the race but gets the cutback. Artigas leads. Ortola down into second position. Masia now in third. Monrella and Holgado following in closely. Masia changes up a gear on the revs as well. You can see it. Pushes down now for more power. Yakanama down into 10th position. Salvador up to 6th as well. That's the battle going on further back, but this race lead is much more entertaining to try and find a way through. Holgado looking at the back of Monrella. Artigas leads with Ortola second. Very late move from Monrella to come back and march his way through on Masia for third place. Masia down to fourth with a great move back from Monrella, repaying the compliment Masia paid him earlier on. Now Monrella's going for it. Now Ortola's going for it. 3 wide in towards turn 11. Who's going to get the bike stopped? It's Monrella who comes out leading the race at the exit of turn 11. Masia is going to take third position away from Javier Artigas. They're dueling together. Holgado is now with them. It's 3 wide for third position as Ortola now on Munoz. Can he get the head of the Diego Monrella into turn 1? No, he can't. Masia looks like he's going to hold on for third position. Coming back on the inside now comes Artigas. Too far back and going wide. Monrella's gone wide. Ortola takes the lead at turn 12. Wow, this is a great last lap of Moto3. Somebody, this is what racing is truly about. Ortola leads after having a high side. Coming out of turn 2 on the opening lap, he managed to save it. A nasty jumped. He's come back up throughout the field. He leads with 3 corners to go. It's the last sector. Surely Monrella is going to try something. It's the last corner. He's got to. He can't not. Masia's there too. Masia's 1 second. Ortola wants to win. This is unbelievable. Scrap to the line. Masia's going to have a run. He's going to try the race win into the corner. Masia's going to go for it now. The brakes. Masia takes second. But Ivan Ortola, round of applause. High side of turn 2, 21st in 5 laps was back. And now in 14, he wins his first ever Moto3 race across the line. It's Ivan Ortola who wins the Americas Grand Prix for Moto3. Unbelievable start to the day. Masia second, Artigas third, Monrella, Holgado, Onshu, Salvador, throw in the mix, Alonso, Yakanahama through to the top 10, Toba, Archie, Vija, Ogden, Rossi, final points, Munoz crashed out, Ryder is okay. That brings out the yellows. Nepa's crashed out too. Stefano Nepa crashes out as well, Ryder okay. It's a Spanish podium in Moto3, but for the first ever time, he was third on the grid. He was up to second. At turn 2, the bike snapped on him. He nearly had a high side. He came back from 21st to first. Ivan Ortola wins the Moto3 Americas Grand Prix. So Ivan Ortola wins the race here at Kota with Juan Masia second and Artigas third. Monrella is fourth, Holgado fifth, Onshu sixth, Salvador seventh, Alonso 8th, Yakanama in 9th position. Rounding out the top 10 sees Ruda with Toba 11th, RG in 12th, Vija 13th, Ogden 14th, Rossi 15th, Fanati 16th with a double long lap penalty, and Almanza in 17th. Further down then, we'll see Falio as well in 18th, Mino 19th, Forizzo 20th, and Acarisso, the last runner, in 21st. Out of the race then, we see Munoz, Nepa, Sasaki, Bertolelli, and then further down, Asman, Suzuki, and Joshua Whiteley crashing on the formation lap. Daniel Holgado and Diego Monrella are level on points on 49. They have a 17-point advantage to Artigas, who's on 32, a point clear of Masia. The top 4 very close to the championship, just 18 points separating them. Further down though, Joshua Whiteley only on 1 point, no points still for Almanza, Forizzo, Faroli or Ana Carissa as well. Still a lot of work to do, but there's a long season ahead in Moto3. So Ivan Ortola from the back of the grid on the opening lap as well, after having a near high side moment, to taking the lead and winning the race. Surely one of the greatest comebacks since Elvis Presley. How fitting here at Austin, Texas. 2 weeks time then until Moto3 returns, and we're back on Spanish soil as well with coverage from the Spanish Grand Prix at Jerez. Do join us on the Monday for all the highlights. Bye bye.